Wonder what it'd be like to have your body travel at 700 miles per hour inside a glass tube? I'm not talking about Futurama, I'm talking about a Hyperloop. Howdy guys, how you doing? David Geisler here. This is the Technophiles Newscast, and the Hyperloop is happening. Before we really dive into this deep, about a year and a half ago, Tina, Sean, and I actually talked about the Hyperloop on an episode of the Technophiles podcast. I think it was episode 135. Back then, Elon Musk had released an open letter. It was like 55 million pages long, and it basically invited people to try to develop what he was calling a Hyperloop. The idea that he had was to take a glass tube, you could say, stick a train in the middle and shoot it at super fast speeds. Not too dissimilar from those crazy air tubes you use at the bank. One of the big differences is that these trains would actually rest on a cushion of air and frankly get pushed through the tube by having low pressure in front of the train and high pressure behind the train. And because of course there wouldn't be any friction, these trains could just go at crazy speeds. Back when the Hyperloop basically was just this kind of proposal from Elon Musk, there was a lot of people that thought it was a great idea and there was a lot of people that thought it was a terrible idea. Now, a year or so later, there's enough people that think it's a great idea because it's happening. Last Thursday, Elon Musk tweeted, "We are building a Hyperloop test track." It seems that the idea is that this test track will be built so that other companies and students can actually build pods and test them out in the tubes. Because again, I want to remind you, this is never something that Elon Musk said he wanted to build himself. He just kind of said, here's my thoughts, open source it to the world. Let's see who can make something. And that's awesome. Elon Musk is kind of famously very enthusiastic about open source models. Of course, the Tesla's open source. This Hyperloop is going to be open source. We might see some amazing things come out of companies and student organizations when it comes to the design of these trains that are going to move through the Hyperloop. And it looks like it's actually going to be built in Texas, which is very interesting because I think SpaceX had a building go in there. There was like the Gigafactory was going to be built there. So Elon Musk obviously likes the area. He seems pretty excited about this whole train pod open invitation situation because just a few minutes after Elon's original tweet, he also tweeted something about wanting to do a student-based pod racer competition every year.
Now this is pod racing.
So how do you guys feel about the Hyperloop? If you were given the opportunity to build your own train style, what would it be? Let us know in the comments down below, or tweet us at TechnopilesPod, or you can also find us on our Facebook page by searching Technophiles. You can go to our actual website, technophilespodcast.com, and that's about it. All right, I'll see you guys in 2 days. Bodo!